Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Haller and I'm here with Paul Thomalla of ACI Worldwide. And we're looking back on the changes in the payments industry this year. Thank you for joining me, Paul.
Thank you.
So at the start of this year, talk of fintechs disrupting banks in the payments business was still strong. How has that story developed this year?
Well, I think at the start of the year, we had a lot of fintech activity, and quite frankly, at the start of the year, it was all tech and no fin, and that was a big issue. And to a degree, throughout the year, we've seen a lot of change, but it's still a little bit of a teenage angst with the fintechs saying, we're going to fix this, and you're not ready, and you don't understand. And the banks perhaps being the parent in that case, saying, no, actually, you don't understand, there are some real big issues here. And now what we're starting to see is a third party, a grandparent, if you like, coming in and saying, hold on, there's things you can both learn from each other to be able to work out how to move forward. So I think that we are actually starting to see the mesh of fintech growing up and the understanding of the industry saying, oh, actually, there's some very good reasons to change, and that's how we can take it forward. So I think that's been a huge step forward this year.
Back at the start of the year in January, the blockchain hype was still in full flow. We've seen some changes in the picture over the course of the year. What's your take on those?
I think people have really started to get real. At the beginning of the year, whatever the question, the answer was, it's going to be blockchain. And there was a lot of very self-interested groups saying that here's the technology, now what do you want me to do with it? Now what I think you have is people looking at what is the real sweet spot? What can it really do? And of course the irony is it probably isn't going to be around this part of the industry, certainly not going to be around payments for 3, 4, maybe 5 years. Yes, the EU saying it's part of the currency debate, but that only serves to push it out, frankly, a little bit further. So I think that that's really started to move to the areas where it can really do the best for the industry. Unfortunately, that's not in the payment space, but there are so many other areas that it can fix. And that's what's really important, is actually there are things we need to get done.
Digital has been top of the agenda as well. What progress have banks made?
I think the major step forward has been part of the debate. Digital and digitalisation, and moving between the two is not easy. Being digital, yeah, it's relatively simple, it's zeros and ones. Actually, the industry can do that and knows how to do that. But that doesn't really get you very further forward. Digitalisation is a much larger view on the industry, which is how do I take the analog pieces that I've got and put them into bite-sized chunks so I can change the way that I operate and benefit from it. And that's the real step forward. Digitalisation is taking these bits of chunks and saying, right, I can assemble my institution around these chunks and I can go to market in a very different way. And that is the huge step forward that the industry has seen, especially in 2016, I think.
Paul, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.